Welcome to lesson 1.5. In this lesson, we're going to learn how to add colors to our shapes. Because I don't know about you, but I'm bored of looking at these little white shapes. I'm bored of these white circles and these white squares and these white triangles. I want them to have some colors. I want it to pop. I want it to look good. So today we're going to learn about how to add colors, and we're going to learn about something called RGB codes, because we'll be primarily using those to add the colors. Now, before we do that, let me just show you the simple way to add color. The way you can add a color is just using something called fill. And fill always goes on top of the shape that you want to color. So this circle right here is the one we want to make red. All right, so if I want to make it red, I would just say fill. And I put in quotes, I'd actually just put the word red. Now it's important to use quotes. If you don't put the quotes there, you won't recognize it. You press play, and you'll see they actually all turn red. Now, I only want that first one to be red though, right? That's kind of annoying. Well, what happens is that this fill fills in everything underneath it, unless you put a different color for the rest of them. So to change the color of the next circle, like I want this one to be green, I want it to be a different color, I'll do fill, and I put green. So each one needs its own color on top of the circle. So if I press play here, you see now everything underneath green is now green. So these three circles are now green. First one's red because it said it's red. The second one's green because it says green. Now let's say I want blue. So I say fill on top of the third one. I can say blue. Press play. You see how the next two are blue, so everything underneath the blue is blue. And the last one I want to be yellow. Let's go like this, fill, and then you just put yellow. Boom. And so now I have red, green, blue, and yellow. Remember, the big takeaway here is to add a color, you say the word fill, right? That's the fill command. You're filling it with color, and then you say what color you want in quotes. And every single shape needs its own color. That's how it goes. Now, just one thing. Let's say you wanted this to be red and you want the rest of these to be white. So you kind of, like, let me just take these out for a second, because we're going to start this over. So I'm taking out all these colors. So let's say you wanted this one red, you want the rest of these white. What you could do is restore it to white by just going like this. So I could just say this, fill, and then right here I say white. And you see now those three become white again, so only the first one is red. Ava, you want to say hi? Daddy's doing a coding video. I need a second. Okay? Thank you. So yeah, that's how it'd be done. Now, I'm going to actually start this whole video over again. Well, not going to start the video over. I'm going to start from the beginning again, because that's not the best way to do things. So you're kind of limited by words here. There's only so many like colors that you can type out, right? But like, let's say you want specific. There's actually like millions upon millions of colors. Not all of them have their own word. And to access those colors, you need to use something called an RGB code. And RGB stands for red, green, geez, I'm forgetting, and blue. I knew that, red, green, and blue. So red, green, blue are RGB code. And it's just like what you did in kindergarten, where you like mix colors together. What you could do is create millions upon millions of colors by telling the computer how much red you want, how much green you want, and how much blue you want. All right? So it's RGB, 3 numbers. It's the red, green, blue color model. So another way of doing this, and this is the way I much prefer, is what we could do for fill is add 3 colors. So hold on, let me start this over again. Oops, let's take out that fill. So let's say I want the first one to be red. Let's talk about how to get red. You can go like this. You just say fill. And what we say is this. If you want it to be red, you want to put a lot of red into this picture. Remember, it's red, green, blue. And you say, okay, I want a lot of red. So the scale of numbers you could put in is between 0 and 255. 0 would be, I want no red. 255 would be like, I want all the red. And like anything in between is like, you know, like some red, you know, some mixture of red. But I want all the red for this one. So I want all red. Now the next number is going to be green. How much green? Well, if I want this just to be red, I don't want any green in it, right? So I'm going to just say 0. So no green and no blue. So RGB, I want a lot of red, no green, no blue. Let's see what happens. Red again, right? RGB. Now let's try that again with green. So I'm going to say fill. Okay. Now the next part of this is I want green. So that means I want no red. So 0 red, all the green, 255, no blue. So RGB, I'm just putting a lot of green in here. Now it's green. Now for blue, same thing. So for this one, it's fill. I want no red. I want no green. I want all the blue, 255, the max. And it turns blue. And by the way, I think some people are like, what happens if you put more in? I don't think it changes. I think it just stops at 255. So 255 is the highest number it'll accept. Everything after that just goes back to 255. And the last one, let's say we want to make it yellow. Now, I just know this off the top of my head, but yellow you get by mixing green and red. If you put green and red together with lights, green and red lights, not paints, I think you get a different color. But if you put green and red light together, what you get is yellow. So I want all the red, all the green, and no blue. No blue can be included to get yellow. So if I mix a lot of red, a lot of green, no blue, that's how you get it. And you can put all sorts of different colors. So you could like mess around with these numbers and just see what you get. So like you could just put some random stuff in here and 123, 255 gets you like a purple, right? So that's how RGB works. How much red, how much green, how much blue. Now, if you want to start getting more interesting colors, you really want to see how to do it. Ava, I'm trying to make a coding video. I just need 1 more minute. I have to show them about the Google Color Picker. So what you could do is just Google Color Picker, all right? Sorry, you Google, it used to say Color Picker in Google. So you just type in the words Color Picker. And you get this thing. This is the Color Picker. And this gives you access to any color you want. So let's say I wanted to like find a purple, right? So I go over here. I could drag this around to find a really cool purple. Ooh, that's a great purple. And if you look over here, that is the RGB code. So let's just grab this, copy it, 157, 6, 191. And so if I want purple, I can just put that here. And you see now I got a purple one. So this Google Color Picker is an awesome tool. Make sure you use it. You can find any color that you could even think of. All right, that's it for this video. Can't wait to see the things you create. Ava, say bye. All right, she's not into it. Bye.